let's talk about the African man who goes all the way to Africa to get married. So for those of you who do not know, I'm actually on holiday and I'm in Austria. So I'm shooting this video from Austria. And 27 minutes to my class. I'm an English teacher on reply. And I was like, okay, let me say this quickly before I get into my class. So for those of us, when we're back home, I'm Nigerian, by the way. When most of these people come from overseas, it's like, oh, they're coming, you want to get married to them and stuff like that. But now that I've lived overseas myself for at least 7 years, and the country that I am in currently, I've been here for 5 years, or in November, it's going to be 5 years. I've come to the realization that going back home or going back to your home country to get married may actually be a sign of a red flag. The reason being that some people who go home to get married, they do that because, according to them, the Black women or the African women overseas have been corrupted by the Western women. They've been westernized. On the other hand, you still have these Black men praising these Western women, talking about how they are good, how they are soft-spoken, how they are gentle, and stuff like that. And let's not forget that we also have a lot of them married to these women, and these marriages are successful. And then let's not forget the fact that in Africa, Nigeria, let me stick it to my country because I know there's been some kind of debate on, specify on the country. So I'm going to use Nigeria as an example. Nigeria is highly patriarchal. It's highly, it's highly patriarchal. So you are somebody who is civilized, who has eventually lived in a country for as long as whatever number of years that you've been here. When you now decide to go to Africa to get married, what exactly are you looking for? Because it comes across to me as somebody who is going to look for someone to oppress. Like, you're not different from the white man who travels all the way, who leaves his country, travels all the way to get a bride. Because when I was back home, all those things used to seem really cool. I mean, and then we really think about it, because of the state of Africa, a lot of people don't even have the privilege of thinking. They don't have the privilege to say, okay, why would somebody leave, for example, somebody traveling away from America? Why would somebody leave a country with America is large. When you say large, is large. So why would somebody leave all the people here, travel all the way just for me? You know, it's a different thing if you met them on the continent. That's a different thing entirely. But they travel all the way. Why? You know, there are things that because of lack of exposure, because of poverty, because of the constant survival mode that we are in Africa, in Nigeria, precisely, let me stick to Nigeria, we don't ask valuable questions. You don't ask yourself why. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't ask yourself why. And then for the other party in question, what does it even say about you? Especially, and this video is about African men. You travel, and that's why when they bring these women overseas, eventually, it's like, don't bring your Black wife, the marriage is not going to work. Don't bring your African wife, it's not going to work. Of course, it's not going to work, because when she leaves a society where she's constantly dependent on a man to a society where she can earn her own money, where she has a voice, she now realizes that she has no need. Like, there is no need for her to be with you. So I've come to realize that this world is just a wild place. It's a crazy place. And whether we believe it or not, people are just looking to take advantage of the next person. I really wish that a lot of African women to wake up to this realization. I'm not excited when I hear somebody say, I'm going back home to get married. Because the question is, if you're willing to offer this person equality, if you're willing to offer this person love, kindness, you can also just find somebody where you are. Why do you have to travel all the way to get somebody who is literally underprivileged? Why? Do you understand? Why do you have to travel all the way for that? And these are just things that, when I think about them, I'm like, oh my God, so many things are like red flags, but we don't even know. As usual, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Bye.